Hello everyone. Welcome to Programming in C for Beginners. I'm Amit Kumar and this is your 17th tutorial, Anatomy of a Sample C Program. So let's begin. We have already created a sample C program, and if you remember, this is the program that I have shown you earlier in our previous tutorial. And I told you that I'm going to explain each and everything in this program. So let's proceed. Now the first thing that you see in the program is hash include. Now what is this hash include? It is actually a preprocessor directive. Now what are preprocessor directives? So we are going to discuss this in detail, but for now you can understand that this preprocessor directive is used to include a file for compilation before current file. Now before your compiler is going to process your current program, it's going to process the header file or the file attached with this hash include. Now it will compile that file and then it will compile the current program. So preprocessor directive is used to include a file for compilation before current file. Like in our program, it was including stdio.h. Now what is this stdio.h? Now it's a header file. In C program, there are plenty of header files that are already available to us, and we can include these header files if we want to use the functionality defined inside it. For example, if we talk about stdio.h, now this is the standard input-output header file, and this header file contains all the functions, definition of all the functions that are related to standard input-output. For example, the printf function, which we have used in the programs, is actually defined in this header file. Now we are going to see plenty of functions from this header file, and there are plenty of other header files as well, which we are going to use throughout the course. So whenever any new function is going to come that you are going to use in the program, definitely I will tell you about the header file which needs to be included to use that function. Now what will happen if we won't include this header file? For example, if we won't include the stdio.h header file, definitely our program is not going to understand the functionality of printf function, and it will show that as an error. So if you are using any predefined function of any header file, then to use that function, you have to include the header file. The next thing in the program is this line written int main and the pair of parentheses. Now it is the main function. Now the main word itself is an identifier and int is actually a keyword. So the main function of the program, why it is known as main function? Because the program starts its execution from this function only. And any program or any software that you are creating, it should contain one program with the main function. And the program will start executing, the software will start execution from this function only. Now int is a keyword and here it is known as return type. So whenever any keyword like this is written just before a function, then definitely it's a return type. Now how you will come to know that the certain identifier is a function? So in case these parentheses is written with any identifier, then that identifier is nothing but a function. And here this int is denoting that whenever this main function is going to return, it is going to return an integer value with it. So functions have the functionality of returning a value, and we will deal that in detail when we will study about functions. So here the main function returning value is int, and that's why if you remember, there's a last statement in the main function returning 0. Now this pair of parentheses, it is actually punctuation mark which tells the block, that is the starting and the ending point of the main function, especially in this program. But it is used to denote the block, the starting and the ending point of anything, of any function, of any block. So whenever you are creating a block, collection of statements, then definitely you are going to use this starting and ending point. Printf hello world. Now we have discussed that printf is a predefined function, and this function is defined in stdio.h. Now we are using this function, we are calling this function right now along with a constant. We can pass any constant to this printf function and it will display that constant on the screen. For example, right now we are passing a string constant hello world. And when this program will execute, this hello world will be displayed on the screen because of this printf function. Now there is a semicolon at the end of the statement and it is known as statement terminator. It is nothing but a punctuator which is used to terminate a statement. Just like in English, we use a period symbol to denote the end of a statement or a sentence. Here we use this semicolon to end a statement. Return 0. Now definitely return is a keyword. Return is a keyword which tells the function to return from where it is called. So you can use this keyword anywhere in the function from where you want to return back, right? So return is a keyword which actually returns the function. And here I have also used 0 with it. Now 0 is indicating the integer value which is returning from main. And as I told you earlier also, the return type of main is integer. Hence, it should return an integer from here. So we have seen all the parts of the program that we have seen earlier. This hash include is a preprocessor directive. stdio.h is an header file. int is a return type of main function. Main, it's actually a pre-declared function which we are going to define in our program, and our program starts execution from here itself. Now this opening brace denotes the opening block of main. This closing brace denotes the closing block of main. Now this printf function. Printf is definitely a predefined output function with a string constant right now. Now return 0 is a return keyword with an integer value. This was the anatomy of a sample C program, and I hope now you will understand what are the various things that we write down inside a program. In the next section, we are going to discuss about input and output in C. So that marks the end of this tutorial as well as the end of this section. Hope to meet you in the next tutorial. Till then, thank you and happy programming.